Well, Nate, it's back. It's another Farcry game. We're off to save Yara.
Guerrilla, you got a taste. You convince yourself you're a hero, but you wake up a junkie, just like Juan Cortez.
This is a fucking waste of time.
Can you whistle?
What?
Nah, you can't whistle. A la pinga.
Nate, the holiday season, buddy, is just upon us. And that means it's another time for a Ubisoft title. We're talking about Far Cry 6. It is here. Dude, you and I have been playing this. I've been having a great time with a couple things, of course. No game is ever perfect, but dude, this game is really getting there, right? Like, it's really getting to that next level. I'm glad I'm playing it. Well, you and I are both playing it on the Xbox Series X, and we're off to Libertad, Yara. Basically, we gotta liberate them and free everybody and free them of the dictatorship of what's going on over there right now. And it's been an adventure in its same. The opening sequence, dude, like even opening into the game menu, I thought was like, dude, this is like an opening movie, right? It really it starts it right from the minute you turn the game on, and it just keeps rolling, and it rolls, and it rolls, dude. And it was fantastic. And then you pick your character, you know, you have the option to go male or female, and away you go, and kind of design your character as you go and unlock and upgrade new things, this, that, and the other. Dude, it definitely feels like a Ubisoft title, you know, where you kind of get this sense of what Ubisoft brings to the table with these open world aspects of what they're designing these days, right? Everything's got to be a massive scale world, and Yara is no slouch in that aspect whatsoever. It is a massive place we're traversing. We have essentially, you start off on a little island, then you get HQ, and then from there you blow up into 3 larger regions, which is all somewhat connected, right? It's, dude, I'm trying to compare it to like past Ubisoft title games. Like, I'm trying to think of maybe something in the world like Origins is probably where I would compare that one to be. Maybe not quite as big, but
not
feels
quite as big, but it's
right.
Massive.
it's you zoom in, and then as you zoom out, you look and you kind of go, whoa. Yeah, this is a full-scale map we're dealing with, right? And I've talked to a few people, and I've heard some people wrap it up in 30 hours. Dude, 20 hours in, and I was still scratching the surface. Like, there's so much content within the game. I set off, and you and I were talking about this before we even started rolling. The fact that, you know, you get that aspect of, okay, there's my objective, but then this comes up, and then all chaos kind of breaks loose, and then, dude, there's trucks everywhere. You military are shooting at each other, you're shooting at them, you got your amigo with you, and you're helping you there, and it's just, it's non-stop chaos in a sense, but then there's parts of where it slows down, and then you meet the people within the world, and dude, honestly, go talk to everybody because they all have something to say. Nate, I can keep going. I gotta let you speak some point, man. What do you got for us? I'm having a great time so far.
Well, man, I think you kind of nailed everything on the head. The game right away, I mean, it just captivates you. It has this strong entrance showing you the villain right away and what he's capable of, and just his whole demeanor, which is, in my opinion, it's one of the better villains. I can't say he's the best, but definitely top 3, let's say. Because so far, again, I'm only about 10 to 15 hours in, so I have barely scratched the surface of this game as far as the story goes. Because again, man, with these games, if they do it right, you get sidetracked in all the side content. I myself am a sucker for that. I love that in Bethesda games, Assassin's Creed games. And with this game, man, you are drawn to every quest. Like you said, every character brings a different story, and the mission that they bring also brings variety. You know, a lot of these games, it's just like, oh, go hunt down this character in this sort of generic area, and then that's your objective. Or go secure this area or hold these goods. Something along those lines. But in this, it's like sometimes you're in a huge open area where there's 2 huge ships, or there's another spot where you're in like a tobacco plantation. And it's just, there's so much variety, man, within this, and it's hard to like hate on the game when there's so much good. But we have to talk a little bit about a couple of the issues. I guess the main issue would be the AI in this game, and they are unfortunately They have supervision sometimes, first of all.
Yes.
And then
yes,
second of all, they're incredibly dumb. So these are two things that can take you out of the combat side of things and sometimes the stealth side of things. But all in all, it's still a pretty clean experience.
Far Cry has followed first person for so long, and that's what they've really stuck with. But at this point, I really would love that third person atmosphere to bring in just a different angle for myself, because when you're driving it and flying a plane, dude, it's first person, it's tough. When you're driving a car, it's first person, you're whipping around, and that's tough. You get into an ATV, right? Like, it's all the same, and I'm just like, man. And then you can't go prone. Oh, by the way, when you're driving your car, don't look in the mirrors, because they don't do anything, because they're blurred out. I can't even look at my... You're in the cockpit of your vehicle, right? First person perspective, and I can't see behind me because my mirror that I should be able to see help me drive, and I can't, dude. Whether it's my side mirror or my rear view mirror, and I was blown away, because there's a lot of attention to detail here, and that one was complete oversight.
Gracias, boludas.
Nate, dude, you and I can keep talking forever. Like, there's so much more to talk about, but we got to cut this. So why don't we get to the end and wrap it up? There are a couple little glitches still, right? We talked about the AI, and dude, I sniped the same guy from a distance over and over again, and then the AI just pops back in the world. That irritates me to no end in the game. And that part's really frustrating, but then you get into the story itself. It's incredible. The story is really good. The characters you're interacting with are outstanding. There's so much attention to detail, and then there's just misses too at the same time. For me, dude, Far Cry 6 is a great game, but it puts me there with an 8.5. What about you?
Wow, dude, that's an awesome score. And I must say, my experience with this game has been awesome. I am 100% hooked on this game. I unfortunately couldn't finish it, but like I said, 10 to 15 hours in, I've just scratched the surface, and I am going to completely dig myself in, because I love it. The world is gorgeous. The characters, like you mentioned, I know I'm kind of repeating ourselves, but man, the characters are hilarious that you interact with. Your little amigos. I love what they've done with the pets. They're not just like legendary animals and stuff. You actually get these kind of just very specialized and cute pets alongside with you. So, that all to say that dumb AI is a little much, and just sometimes a couple of the misses on the attention to detail. It's got to put me at still an 8.5. Far Cry 6 puts you in both a beautiful and incredible world filled with memorable characters and pets. A ton of upgrades available for your character, weapons, and camp make exploring the world rewarding and interesting. The major attention to detail throughout the game only lacks in a couple departments, making this a mere masterpiece.